Part C. Part C says, show that the function f of x, which is minus x cubed plus 3x plus 4, has a root in the interval 1, 3. So f of x is equal to minus x cubed plus 3x plus 4. That's f of x minus 3x cubed plus 3x plus 4. So to show that it has a root on the interval, all we need to do is find f of 3. So when you find f of 3 is going to be equal to minus 3 cubed. Minus 3 cubed is minus 27, plus 3 times 3, which is plus 9, plus 4, and that is going to be less than 0. So f of 3 is negative. All right, then we need to find what is f of 4. So if f of 4 is positive, then we know our root lies on that interval. So f of 4 is going to be equal to, f of 4 is now minus 4 cubed, which is minus 64, plus 3 times 4, oh my bad, it shouldn't have been 4, it should be 1. It should be 1. Don't know where I get 3, 4 from. That interval is 1. So it's f of 1 now. So it's minus 1 cubed of minus 1 plus 3 times 1, which is 3, plus 4. And this is what? Greater than 0. Nice. So one is less than 0 and the other is greater than 0. So by IMVT, by IMVT, there exists a root on the interval (1, 3). All right, nice and easy, soft. So the first part is proven. So use IMVT. Since one is less than 0 and one is greater than 0, by IMVT, a root exists on 1, 3. Let's look at part 2. It says by taking the first root as 2.1 as an approximation, use Newton-Raphson method to obtain a second approximation of the root. So to do that, to find the second approximation, it's going to be x2 is equal to x1 minus f of x1 over f prime x1. Over f prime of x1. This is a Newton-Raphson formula. So first we need to find is what is f prime of x up here. Now, f of x is minus x cubed plus 3x plus 4. And so f prime of x is going to be equal to, when you differentiate minus x cubed, you're going to get minus 3x squared plus 3. And so what that means then is f prime of, you can plug in now when it is 2.1 to find what is f prime of 2.1. F prime of 2.1 is, you plug 2.1 into this, f prime of 2.1 will be minus 3 times 2.1 squared plus 3, which is minus 10.23. Minus 10.23. You can also go ahead and find what is f of 2.1 here. F of 2.1 is going to be equal to plug in 2.1 here. So it's minus 2.1 cubed plus 3 times 2.1 plus 4. I'm getting 1.039. So finally, we can find what is the second approximation. That is x1, which is 2.1 minus f prime minus f of x1, which is 1.039. And this is, of course, being divided by f prime of 2.1, which is divided by minus 10.39. When you do this division, what are we going to get? We're going to get minus 1.039 divided by minus 10.39 plus 2.1. So that's 2 points. I'm getting 2.2. That's an approximation, 2.2. Nice. So that takes care of module 2. All right, on to module 3. Module 3 says 5 teams are to meet around a round table, and each team consists of 2 members and 1 leader.